WWE Stomping Grounds. If we are trying to find a positive, the CGI has improved a lot over the years. First we got the entrances, and now an actual crowd. It looked realistic, but I'm not saying that we didn't get any glitches. Here's the thing, people, you need to understand. Modern problems need modern solutions. How do you guys feel about the pay-per-view? I feel like we didn't have high expectations. Obviously, it was WWE Super Showdown 2.0 without the crowd, but thanks to technology, that main event was an absolute disaster, terrible, a complete joke, and I also appreciate the fact that before the pay-per-view, Seth Rollins tweeted this. And I also appreciate the fact that most of us agree with Chris Jericho. Real reaction. Although if we are trying to find a positive, well, I appreciate the fake crowd, and I also appreciate the fact that we got a few good matches. So it was a decent night of wrestling, but did this pay-per-view actually matter at all? No, absolutely not. So let's start with Lacey Evans versus Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's Championship. A match that we've seen before, a match that we didn't care about. Thankfully, it was the first match on the card, so people were still kinda into it. One thing that I really liked about this pay-per-view is actually the crowd. I know it's fake, but these people were actually pretty energetic. Surprisingly, they really cared about the pay-per-view, or maybe they tried to fool themselves. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, we got the match. It was kinda decent, I guess. Nothing really special, you know. They could have a 5-star match and I still wouldn't care because I've seen it already and, you know, I really don't care about the rivalry. But Becky Lynch won by submission with a disarmer. Hopefully it's the end of the rivalry, but I'm not quite sure, people, since we all know what happened in the main event. This rivalry is probably going to continue, and I really don't like that. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus The New Day. Owens pinned Xavier Woods after a stunner, so I'm glad that Kevin Owens is still using the Stone Cold Stunner. And this was actually an entertaining match. Like, if we didn't have the wild card rule, I would put Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and The New Day in a tag team division, and these two tag teams would be fighting for the tag team championships instead of nothing. They were fighting for absolutely nothing. Although I gotta say, I'm glad that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn actually won the match, since these two were so buried lately. Every Raw and SmackDown we would get these random tag team matches in which Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens would always lose. They lost all the momentum, and I'm pretty sure Kevin Owens is going to be the one who's actually going to take the WWE Championship from Kofi Kingston. But not with that kind of momentum, so I'm glad they actually won the match. We got the United States Championship, Ricochet versus Samoa Joe, in which Ricochet actually pinned Joe fair and square after a 6:30 senton to win his first WWE main roster championship. An entertaining match, like always, as expected. Every time you see Ricochet in the ring, you know what to expect. Surprisingly, he actually won the championship, something that I believe was pretty unpredictable. WWE, Vince McMahon actually decided to give the United States Championship to Ricochet. And then they were taking pictures of him with the championship, and we got the club interrupting, taking a picture with him as well. And then AJ Styles came up to him and told him that I'm gonna see you on Monday. So are we getting AJ Styles versus Ricochet for the United States Championship? Or AJ Styles is actually going to challenge him for the United States Championship? I hope that we are actually going to get a number 1 contenders match. Let's treat mid-card championships like they actually matter. But AJ Styles versus Ricochet is already interesting. Hopefully we are getting that at the pay-per-view as well. Maybe an Extreme Rules match. AJ Styles desperately needs to turn heel, so I believe that this is a rivalry that all of us would love to see. Then we got the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match, Daniel Bryan and Rowan versus Heavy Machinery. The crowd really loved Daniel Bryan. It was in his hometown, of course, but it was kind of weird to watch the match because these two are heels and Heavy Machinery are baby faces, but throughout the whole match, people booed the crap out of Heavy Machinery and they supported Daniel Bryan. In a way, I liked it, but then again, Heavy Machinery are such baby faces that it kinda felt weird to me. It was a pretty entertaining match in which Obviously, Daniel Bryan and Rowan retained the championships. Bryan was able to pin Tucker with a small package to retain the championships. I don't know. I guess I'm kinda into both tag teams right now. It took me a while, but I'm a fan of Heavy Machinery as well right now. But that's your whole WWE SmackDown Live tag team division. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. Surprisingly, a very good match. Definitely better than the WrestleMania match. And of course, Shane McMahon interfered multiple times, pulling the referee out of the ring. And he even hit a coast-to-coast dropkick on Roman Reigns. But here's what I really hate about this whole storyline and even about this match. So, Shane McMahon helps Drew McIntyre multiple times. He even hits his finisher on Roman Reigns. Drew McIntyre tries to pin him, kick out at 2. And by the way, Roman Reigns still wins the match. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I thought that Drew McIntyre is supposed to be the stuff guy, but he got so much help and still couldn't get the W. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, seriously, Shane McMahon didn't need to interrupt. If Roman Reigns was going to win anyway, why would you have Shane McMahon interfere? If you are going to have Shane McMahon interfere, then maybe make sure that Drew McIntyre actually wins the match. It made no sense whatsoever. I don't know what they're doing with the guy. I used to be a huge Drew McIntyre fan. Now, in my opinion, he's on Bobby Lashley's level. Like, I don't want to see him anymore, ever. Please. SmackDown Women's Championship. Bayley versus Alexa Bliss. Nikki Cross took a dive from Bayley, allowing Bliss to capitalize. Then Nikki Cross tried to distract Bayley, and this caused a distraction, allowing Bayley to recover and win the match with a Bayley to belly. Are you serious? Alexa Bliss, a Monday Night Raw superstar, didn't actually win a SmackDown's Women's Championship? Wow, this is so shocking. Another match that shouldn't be on the card. Now explain me. Someone explain me why these kind of matches are on the pay-per-view, but we cannot get an Intercontinental Championship on Stomping Grounds, or even Raw, or even SmackDown. Somewhere, please. I want the Intercontinental Championship back. I'm not saying that the match was terrible, but definitely nothing special. Can you feel the excitement through your screens? A steel cage match for the WWE Championship. Kofi Kingston versus Dolph Ziggler. A good match in my opinion, really enjoyed it, definitely better than what we got at WWE Super Showdown, definitely better. Will Big E actually turn on Kofi Kingston, join Dolph Ziggler, and make sure that Dolph Ziggler wins the WWE Championship? In your dreams. In your dreams, people. Kofi Kingston retained the championship, and that's probably it for Dolph Ziggler, the last time we seen him in the title picture. I heard rumors about a triple threat match for the WWE Championship at Extreme Rules. Ziggler versus Owens versus Kofi Kingston. That would be nice. I would love to see that. All three are amazing wrestlers, probably equally. I would love to see that, but Dolph Ziggler adds, as of right now, even though he's one of my favorite WWE superstars of all time, he adds nothing to WWE Championship rivalries if we know that he's not gonna win anyway. If he was supposed to win the WWE Championship at some point, he would have won that tonight. But that didn't happen. Although I gotta say it was a pretty decent match, really enjoyed it, and that victory was pretty unique. I actually liked it. It reminded me of Kofi Kingston's Royal Rumble moments. Dolph Ziggler was about to crawl out of the cage, so Kingston just decided to dive through the ropes to the floor. It really looked like it hurt, but he sacrificed himself to retain the WWE Championship. So like I've said, the positive about Kofi Kingston being the WWE Champion is that he actually looks strong. He keeps winning matches. He already defended the championship multiple times, and he retained the championship again. But the negative is, I cannot take him seriously as a champion. The man came out with a bunch of pancakes on a championship belt. Can we please just tone it down a little? I want a serious rivalry. I want Kofi Kingston to be serious for a minute. I'm not blaming the guy. At all. I know that it's Vince McMahon's idea. A championship and a pancakes. Who doesn't like pancakes on a pin? So unfortunately, Dolph Ziggler is not your new WWE champion. Pretty expected. Go back to comedy. I'm not talking about Raw. Raw is not comedy, it's a sports entertainment show. Go do actual comedy. And the WWE Universal Championship, Seth Rollins versus Baron Corbin. So who is the special guest referee? It's actually Lacey Evans. Yes. At first I was like, really? You really hyped it so much? Just to give us Lacey Evans? Are you serious? People were disappointed, I was disappointed, but the positive is it actually made sense. Something in the WWE actually made sense for once. I mean, Lacey Evans is in a rivalry with Becky Lynch, and Seth Rollins had a steel chair in his hands. Will he hit a woman with a steel chair? I don't think so. So, Baron Corbin actually looked smart in this match. So she just basically tried to benefit Baron Corbin as much as possible, didn't count to 3. When Baron Corbin was supposed to be counted out, she removed the countouts. She made it into a no disqualification match. You get the point. She slapped Seth Rollins multiple times, hit him in the balls. Baron Corbin hit him with End of Days and he was about to win the championship, but Becky Lynch came out and kicked the crap out of Lacey Evans. We got a normal referee. Curb stomp 1, 2, 3, Seth Rollins retains the championship, Netflix and chill, slap on the butt, everyone is happy. I guess the ending was decent enough, but I believe that this is something I would love to see on Raw. You know, if it actually happened on a random episode of Raw, I believe it would make a little bit more sense. I wouldn't say that it was worthy of a main event. I gotta be honest, people. I don't know if you felt that way as well, but I think it was really not worth it. So like I've said, if this pay-per-view didn't happen, I would be just okay. Let me know your thoughts on the pay-per-view. So thank you for watching this video. I would give WWE Stomping Grounds 4 out of 10. Nothing really special, nothing really changed. A pretty pointless pay-per-view that WWE didn't care about themselves. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to support the channel, make sure to click that like button. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And as always, yeah boy, the great one. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.